We are finally live. Was a misplay on the intro there. I hit stop when it finished. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a good week. I need to jump over to the comments real quick. I got on the wrong screen. Okay, let's see who's here, like we always do. But before we do that, let me tell you, we are multi-streaming today because we're talking all about vertical video, and you know, you might notice something here. We're a little bit narrower than usual. I've lost a bit of weight. No, we're streaming to 3 platforms today. YouTube, as always, to Twitter/X, hi Twitter X people, and to Instagram. So we're going to 3 places today. Now, Instagram has an hour limit, so let's see if we can keep it in that hour limit, or else we'll have to say goodbye to Instagram a little early. Hello to everybody on Instagram who are watching. Funnily enough, it doesn't give you the watch count. Oh, yes, it does. It does give you the watch count. Okay, cool. All right, let's jump in. Of course, I'll be getting comments from YouTube and X, I believe. I won't be able to get comments up on the screen from Instagram because there's no Instagram integration yet for comments. So I'm going to jump in and do all the shout outs and things. Before the stream, we had, there we go. Comments are going to be up top today, because that's just how we roll. Live on YouTube, Twitter X. Morning, guys. Morning. Before the stream, we also had Creator Classroom coming in saying hi. Of course, Chantel is here, coming in early. Kevin Hawthorne is coming in early as well. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida. As is Amazing Yacht Destinations coming to say hello. I think also before we went live, it was Aaron's House of Legos is here saying hello. Yes, it is Saturday already. And, okay. I think we are to the part where we are coming in live. iPhone Chris is in the house. Welcome, Chris. Calvin is here. Good morning. Hope I don't call away so I can be here. I'll be here for the next probably hour. Maybe a little more. Instagram. We'll see what we can do. But yes, the Instagram feed will fail after an hour because they only allow you to stream an hour, which is a bit silly. SMA Sky is in the house as well. Hi, everybody. This is interesting in mobile. So if you're watching on mobile, you're going to be seeing it fill the whole screen instead of either if you've got a vertical, it's going to be in the top. If you've got a landscape, it would normally be 16 by 9 would fill the screen, but this time you may be able to have the vertical and the comments side by side without blocking any of the viewing. I haven't checked to see exactly how YouTube handles that on different devices, but for mobile, if you're just holding it vertical, it's going to be vertical. As is Instagram, of course. Audio is good. Yeah, the audio on the intro video I made in Canva, I think the audio is a little loud, even though I did turn it down in Canva as well. So I don't know what was going on there with that. But it sounded loud to me. So if it was loud, I do apologize. Where are we up to? Okay, we're looking good on Twitter X. We've got English with Miranda here in the house. Hi from Austria. People from all over the world today. People coming at us from Europe, from the US, from different parts of the world. So let me know real quick in the chat what part of the world you're coming from. Country's fine, but if you want to get more local, you can get more local. But let me know. Let me know. Drop it in the chat. So we're going to discuss today, the main topic of today is vertical live streaming the live streaming feature of 2024? Maybe there's something better maybe there's something more interesting coming. But we've already had Instagram recently, I think it was just before the new year, release their live platform to everybody, which is hence why we're going to Instagram today. StreamYard, because of that, has now rolled out the vertical canvas, which is what I'm using right now in StreamYard. So shout out to StreamYard for dropping this in the past week. So, you know, when StreamYard drop a new feature, we want to get in, test it, and check it out and make sure that it's doing what it should be doing. So happy for feedback on that as well, because sometimes something that might not work properly, we can let StreamYard know. So, hey, we did this stream and in vertical, and this was a bit weird. something like that. So it's good for us to, you know, give feedback to a new feature. And, you know, we get all the things. The main change with StreamYard here is, for example, comments come in on the top instead of the bottom. One of the things we can do with that then is sort of change our branding around. So I could just drop my branding in the bottom there, which is a little bit of an example I put together. Aaron's from Kentucky in the USA. Calvin's coming howdy from England, UK. Amanda is coming from South Aussie, which is South Aussie is like short for South Australia. Enfield Road. Loudon Loft is in the house. And Miranda says, I didn't know a vertical live stream was possible on YouTube. Well, it is. I'm gonna show you some documentation on that as well shortly. Some of the things we're going to be looking at, and we've got Red Laser who is lurking. G'day to the lurk squad out there, lurking from Canada, of course. Chantel's lurking on all platforms from Brisbane-ish area. So Chantel's moderating here on YouTube. She's also monitoring the feed on Instagram, which I can see on the Instagram feed, and on X. So if you're on X, make sure to drop a comment. I'm not sure if I've noticed anybody from X, but as you can see, when we dropped a comment, it has the, let me do it that way, sort of there, has the little logo of the platform that the comment's coming from, which is pretty cool. Aaron says, if you stream directly from YouTube, then only allow you to stream vertical anymore. Well, with YouTube streaming, if you're streaming from a certain device, then it might default to a certain orientation. You can still stream landscape to YouTube from a phone if you set your phone up in a landscape when you're doing your setup. Like if you turn it around and have it, you know, oriented this way. So you can still go landscape from your phone. But if you start in portrait, it's going to lock you in. Once you go live, it'll lock you into either one or the other. From desktop, I think you can. I'm not sure if you can do portrait from desktop with a webcam. That I'm not sure. Something to find out. Jerry's in the house. Welcome, Jerry. I watch Jerry's shorts all the time in my feed, and it always makes me hungry. I'm like, that looks good. I saw something about pizzas today. So that was pretty cool. Love the pizza. Now I'm getting hungry. I find Chris says the chat's hard to see on the screen. Yeah, it is a little smaller. I can see that. I'm looking at that. It's not as big for me because of the way they set up the StreamYard. They just like whack the vertical canvas right in the middle, and so you've got a lot of white space on either side. So I think they need to optimize their desk spacing. If you're in portrait, maybe blow it up a little bit bigger, move it over, maybe have your options down the side so that you can get like a larger vertical presence on your screen for monitoring. And see, there's Chantel saying hi from X this time, Twitter X. There we go. Wonderful. So talking about that, let's go and have a look at what YouTube, because YouTube does do vertical, and there's some benefits for streaming in vertical on YouTube, which is what I'm going to pull up right now. So here we go. Let's try a different format here. Makes me very small, but what I've done is tried to optimize the browser window to be a little bit more spacious. Like I could probably drag that in a bit more and make it even bigger, which is good. We'll go with that. Now, this is the article called, let me just bring the title in there, Watch and Interact with Vertical Live Streams on the YouTube app. So the ideal place for watching vertical live streams on YouTube is on a mobile device. It's designed for that. So if you're watching on desktop, I'm gathering you're seeing like pillar box, you're seeing like a black bar down the left and right, and I'm right in the middle there in a vertical format. And Chantel's also over on IG. I can't bring those comments up, unfortunately. And it says, while you're browsing live streams or shorts on the YouTube app, You might find live streams in a vertical format, meaning they're filmed more tall than wide, which is what vertical means. When you find one of these live streams, you can tap it to enter the vertical live feed. In the live feed, you can watch the live stream full screen, interact with the live stream, including chatting or buying channel memberships, super chats and stuff. Continue swiping to find even more vertical live streams. So you're in it's a bit like a shorts feed, but it's a live stream feed. You can find it from the shorts feed when you're scrolling through. So even though this video or vertical video is going to my channel and you're watching it through my channel, at the same time, it's out there for people to discover in the vertical live stream feed on their phone. So they could be scrolling through vertical videos on like shorts and see a live stream pop up in the feed, or they could click through to that and be in a live stream feed that they can scroll through and find my video as well. So I'm going to experiment with that in just a second. I'm going to pull up my YouTube app on my phone. Actually, what I'm going to do is pull up a different channel. So I'm just going to navigate to a different channel. Then I'm going to go into the what's the best way to go into the vertical feed and see if my vertical live stream comes up other than me looking for it on my channel or seeing it in my feed, like a subscription feed. So for me to do that, I'm going to go into I'm going to go into the shorts feed. I'm going to turn my volume down. I'm just going to start swiping every second or so and just see if it starts offering me any YouTube live streams along the way. But continuing with this article here, you can also enter the vertical live feed by tapping on pause on a short and then tapping the live button. So right now, I think that's if that channel is live streaming. You get the little live button. Because I'm in the shorts feed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to go full screen here to show you. Okay. I'm going to put that up on there, so hopefully that'll focus. You can see I've paused this, and then right up the top here next to this subscription thing, you can see right here, it says live. So if I click into that now, I'm in the live feed. And all of a sudden, I'm in a feed of vertical live streams on YouTube. So I should be able to scroll through them the same way that I scroll through. I don't know what that's doing. It's not focusing. Focus. Cover my face. Okay, it's not. Anyway, I'm gonna start scrolling. Someone's doing some sort of dance or yoga. That's weird. Okay, someone's doing some live. Someone's preaching or something. So some of the stuff comes from some interesting places. Some people stream some weird stuff to vertical. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if I run into mine. Let's see if people. Let me know in the chat if you discovered me through the live feed. Looking for random live streams today. Sometimes they take a moment to load when you hit them. You can see the live chat in the bottom, and then they're loading. That one looks like it was relatively safe. So you get like the live chat on the bottom, and the vertical live stream fills the whole screen. So then you have the chat just in that bottom section. I just want to know how long till I run into my own stream. All right. In the meantime, though, let's jump into the comments. What's it called? The live chat. Red Laser says my text is white, so your green shirt is a great background color. Yeah, that helps, doesn't it? Ollie Smith is here, channel member. Welcome, welcome. Actually, the first channel member to the Niminati Max. May I add. Instagram, let me know that you're live. And I can see Modern Day Tech over on Instagram as well. I know, Eric, how's it going? Probably, I think you're at CES. So, hope you had fun there. Okay. I'm just letting myself scroll through the live feed on YouTube just to see if I come across either my live stream or another live stream that's vertical that might be someone I know. Although there's not a lot of people I know who do vertical live streams. There's live streams in other languages. I'm seeing a lot of Asian characters, Chinese and Korean, Japanese. That's interesting. So let's keep going in the chat. Chantel says, I grab the iPad now. Have your vertical on all devices and on desktop. Vertical everywhere. All right. English with Miranda says, I love it. I've been wanting to try going live on TikTok, but don't meet the requirements. Yeah, I probably would have simulcast to TikTok as well, except I don't have the followers. I think it's 1,000. I think, is Nick, hey Chantel, is Nick still trying to get 1,000 for his TikTok so he can go live? Or has he hit it now? I can't remember. I think he might, because I'm thinking, has he hit it but he's lost interest? Or is he getting close but hasn't hit it yet? Oh, there's a casino one. They're gambling. I don't know if that's permissible on YouTube, but anyway. Oh, there's one in Thailand. I don't recognize the writing. It's in Thailand. It's interesting. So people are getting into this vertical live stream. It's just that people don't know about it unless they're like following the channel that happens to be doing the vertical live stream. And big shout out to iPhone Chris, a member for 1 month. Thank you for continuing to be a channel member. Okay. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think that's probably one of the cons. Let's mark that down as a con of vertical live streaming, is everything fitting on the screen, because people still want to read text left to right. So it's like, how do we fit that in? Do we make it bigger and cover the streamer, or do we try and make it sort of fit? So what they're doing is they're dropping me down. So if I like click the way, they're dropping me down. They're sort of shrinking me, giving a little bit more width, shrinking it down a bit. So yeah, it's interesting. I should keep flicking. I wonder if, yes, I'm having trouble reading it myself because I look over at the screen to read it, but I'm better off reading it in the chat window on StreamYard rather than on the screen. Whereas normally when I'm doing StreamYard on 16:9, I'm looking across and reading the bottom. It says, I wonder if the streams can be saved and played later with or without the live chat still, and if the viewer has a choice to see that chat in the playback. I think they do on YouTube. Yes, I think so. They get to do all the things in regards to like who would, because you can do all that on 16:9 live stream replays. You can choose whether you want to have the live stream chat up or not. So I would imagine that they would provide it in a similar fashion. And what I'll do tomorrow, once this live stream's processed, I'll test that out so we can get some more information about that on screen. Okay, so he might have hit the 1K on TikTok, but he hasn't streamed there yet. Okay, that's good to know. Eileen says live chat is annoying and hard to read for vertical videos on all platforms, even YouTube. Yeah. Like I'm okay with how they're implementing it on like just the chat feed on YouTube. But I think that's pretty much similar to the way TikTok does it and other platforms do it. So they're all pretty much copying each other. Unless they take a moment to load. Oh, some people have like Flickr and all sorts of. Oh, another gambling one. Wow. Oh, it seems like I've hit the bottom of the feed and I don't have any more to choose from. So that's interesting. I'm trying to flick up for another one, like I do like endless scroll on shorts. I'll leave it sit for a minute and we'll try again. Creative Classroom says, I'll be honest, I won't watch vertical lives, and I'm about to hop out of here because I don't watch lives on my phone at all. Yeah, well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. And to let you know, I will always, you know, apart from this stream, I will be streaming in the regular 16:9 format. If it so happens that I can do 16:9 and 9:16 at the same time, so that I can hit the native stream shape for, say, Instagram, for example, then I'll like do both at the same time so that people have the choice of which one they want to watch. So this, just like, you know, this is one off. I'm not changing the way I do my live streams permanently. But we certainly want to be open to hit those platforms that we can hit in their native format. So, you know, I understand the, you know, because we're coming across some of the cons of vertical live streaming. So that would be a con to the statement in the title of the video is vertical live streaming, the live stream feature of 2024. Some people are just not going to dig vertical live streams. Maybe because they're watching on computer, watching on TV. Like if I was watching on TV or computer, yeah, I prefer the widescreen. I prefer 16:9. If I was sitting back in my recliner chair watching a live stream, which I have done a few lately, if I'm watching it and this pillar box and there's all this black stuff on the side on my TV, no way, Jose, no way. So, you know, I get it. I'm curious if we swap the mode. I don't believe StreamYard lets you do that. So I will, towards the end, we might try that out, but I don't think so. I'd have to go into settings and toggle it. Oh, here we go. I can tell you the answer now. If I go into settings to orientation settings are disabled while live. So whilst you're live, you can't switch back. And a lot of the platforms don't let you do that anyway. So once you're locked in, say if I was doing a vertical live stream on my phone, so if I was just using my phone because I was out and about, and I go, oh no, I want to landscape and turn it, it's still going to be locked as vertical. So it's just going to make me look sideways. So the answer is no. So yes, some platforms don't handle you changing the orientation, and they can actually that could cause you to kill the stream. So yeah, this is totally an experiment, just for this stream only. Calvin says it looks weird on a laptop. I don't watch YouTube on smaller screens. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I'll watch some shorts and stuff on my phone. I do a lot of viewing on my iPad, so still 16:9. I watch it in standard, you know, holding your iPad landscape, watching it that way, like a tablet. I'll watch some stuff on a computer, so it's, you know, 16:9. The only time I watch stuff on my phone is if it's vertical, or sometimes when I'm at work and all I've got is my phone, I'll turn my phone landscape to watch 16:9 video, because the video is 16:9. I want to let it fill the screen. So yeah, I don't think 16:9 is ever going to die. Chantel says, this StreamYard layout is definitely better if you are not a YouTube wide format creator. Looks good, but I prefer wide on YouTube. Absolutely. Yeah, I do too. I think you could do more with it. The comments are easier to read. Yeah. All of the above. Exactly. And don't forget to smush the thumbs up. While you're watching this on the replay, make sure to hit the like button. I actually, for the first time today, was watching a video and somebody mentioned like, and the button glowed up, did the glow up thing, and I'm like, hey, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this working the way it's supposed to work. They said make sure to smash the like button, and it said light, it's rainbow colors. So because of that, we are going to keep this short and under the 1 hour today, because we are going to Instagram, and Instagram has an hour limitation, which is crazy, but anyway. Okay. These are good questions to know the answers to for future videos. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Absolutely. Absolutely. Doug, in StreamYard general settings, you can unclick comments lowering on your screen. Yeah, I could. What I could do is go into my brand. I think it's under. Oh no, it's in my settings. Yeah, not in my brand. It's in my settings. Yeah, the bit where it's the layouts. No, it's not in layouts. It's in general. Shift videos down for comments, banners. I could turn that off. Okay, So if I turn that off now, yeah, it just cuts across my head. So I don't like shrink down a bit and shrink back up, shrink down. So yeah, there's that option. And P6 Carter 82 with those googly eyes. Those googly eyes. Yeah, I don't think it does it on lives. I think it does it on replays and on VODs because it needs to scan the video, detect where it is, and like timestamp it. So if I do it live, it's not reacting live. It's actually reacting because it watches when it scans the video when you upload it. That's one of the things it looks for and puts markers in so it can glow up the buttons on the subscribe and the like. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it. Unmute the mic. On desktop, does it have theater mode for this? That might make it easier to read the overlays. Don't know where it'll put the chat though. Yeah, it might move the chat around for like the live YouTube chat. I really don't know. I haven't tried. I could try it on my TV in the back here. I bet I'd have to fiddle around. I'm not going to do that while I'm live. But that's something to experiment with. It should work. It should work the same on a replay. So I may be able to check that as another thing to check whilst I'm on the replay. So that's interesting. All right. I had to tap 3 dots. Or tap the 3 dots at the top to find the button. Yeah. Depending on what device you're watching on, where the like button shows up, it could be in a different place. So absolutely. I'll probably get lost looking for it too. We're going to go back into that live feed on my phone for a second. Got someone playing a game. That's an interesting use of I'd say actually an interesting use as a gamer. They got the game in the top, and they got a top down of their keyboard and mouse, so they're seeing their keystrokes while they're playing the game. Okay. Come on. Why isn't it? I think the reason why it's not focusing is because in the thumbnail behind me, my face is sort of just over there. And then when my face disappears, it should focus up. Okay, it's not focusing. Okay. Another gambling. Looks like someone's playing blackjack or something. Okay. I just want to see myself show up in this feed. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. Yeah, the chat covers the bottom half of the screen and it sort of fades away. So they are designed for like talking videos. So like the face is going to be in the top half. But if I was like streaming with a co-host on here, we'd either be, top and bottom. There's a top and bottom cropped layout, which I can't bring up because I don't have a second person. Or you can go side by side really thin in the middle with like space, top and bottom with just the background showing through, which I can't demonstrate because I don't have a guest. Scrolling really quick now. Come on, show me in the feed. I am vertically live streaming YouTube. Come on. Somebody's feeding a lot of cats on their kitchen table. Okay, that's weird. I'm just scrolling through and just looking at the profile picture, see if I can see mine. SMS Guy says on my desktop, the chat overlay is easy to read. Theater mode does work, but it doesn't really change the video size much. No, it probably isn't. Yeah, exactly. If you're top and bottom, they're going to be covered by the live chat in that live feed. Let me see if I can turn that off. Can you actually turn the chat off? Yeah, you can toggle the live chat all on and off when you click the 3 dots. You get like a little menu on YouTube. Why is this not wanting to focus today? Oh, it's crazy. But yeah, you can go in and read the description, give it a like, a dislike, or share it. Toggle on or off captions if it's available. Toggle the quality of the live stream. You can change the chat filters to top or all. You can turn the live chat on or off. So I'm going to turn that off. And then you can do all the don't recommend this channel to me, report or help feedback. So I'm going to say don't recommend this channel to me because I don't want to see that again. Okay, I'm going to start clicking. But when I click through to another one, the chat's back. So you have to do it like on a per stream basis. But usually once you settle into a stream, you can like customize it to your liking as a viewer. Okay, where am I up to here on the chat? Yeah, you are right, though. It does defeat the purpose because I do like having my chat open on most live streams. There are sections where I'll minimize the chat if it's something more visual, where I don't want to look at the chat. But generally, I like to have both out most of the time. Oh, okay. Chantel says she can jump in and we can just quickly demo that, what it looks like with a guest. So I need to send her the link if I'm going to do that. While I'm getting that ready, let's go and say good morning to Alvin. Welcome to the stream. Okay, drop that into Messenger. There we go. Okay, so this is just for demonstration purposes, of course. We like to fiddle with new live stream features. Is something that both myself and Chantel are really into. Testing new YouTube features. Crystal, welcome to the stream. Sage, Neva Ran. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, screenshots. Hey, that's a good point. Let me do a screenshot on my phone first of all. And do this one. I like that one. That's good. And take some screenshots. Once I get Chantel in here, we'll do a screenshot of the StreamYard window as well. Yeah, the chat does roll nice and smooth on the live feed. Did I mute? I muted a few minutes ago. Hello, morning. Ace is in the house. Welcome. Hang on, where's my time? That was 2 minutes ago. I'm seeing this one. Is that 2 minutes ago when I felt like it was longer ago that I had my mic muted for a second. Here's a good question. Sage says, can you vertical live stream with OBS? Yes, because OBS is pretty much a lot of the extra features is built in. That aren't built in are available through plugin, and you want to look for the one called ATEM is it ATEM? It's one that Harris Heller put together with one of the streaming companies, and it's basically a free plugin for OBS that adds like a vertical canvas, so then you have both canvases at the same time. So I could effectively go 16:9 to YouTube and 9:16 to Instagram at the same time. Frankie over 50's in the house as well. Welcome. Okay, just go through a few, and now it says their live stream's ended. So they've sort of populated my feed, but once I got to them, sometimes the live streams have ended. I noticed that I am getting a lot of foreign, like non-English speaking ones. I could tell by the chat, which is interesting. That could just be the time of day, time zone, or that for people in certain countries are more used to vertical live streams, and so they do it like naturally and natively. Insane McLean's in the house. Good to see you, man. Hey. How is everyone on the crispy morning? -12 Celsius here. I heard that you guys are getting what they call a bomb cyclone, or like a big cold snap come through certain parts of the US. So if you're impacted by that, rug up, stay warm. Chantel is here, so let's bring Chantel in and show you what happens here. Now, this is one of the two options. This is the side-by-side option. And so you get like the default whatever background I've set, and so we're in that mode. The other mode by default is this one. This is the one I was talking about. See, because I haven't squished down, I'm cutting my head off, so I can go in my settings and switch that back.
Yeah. Well, that's better.
And what that does is just squishes it down and sort of makes it overlap a bit, so that becomes like the glue between the background and the foreground. So what do you think so far for this vertical thing?
I think it's interesting. I was like, I realized I had my Value First shirt on today. So yeah, for repping the merch, you can get your own in Doug's store. No, I like it. Like we said in the chat earlier, I wouldn't use it if I predominantly live streamed widescreen. But if you are someone who is really active on Instagram or Twitter X or any of those sort of more vertical facing streams or platforms, this is awesome. This is something you didn't have before. Whereas and that you can multi-stream to them as well, I think is also fantastic. There's so many less limitations now. Instagram still need to pull their finger out and allow the comments to come on screen and to get rid of that stupid 1 hour limit, and also have to click go live on Instagram. You still have to do that as well?
Yes, I did have to do that. I know I've got like a big red end live button once I'm done. So I can end the stream in StreamYard, but it will still be going to Instagram technically, unless I hit the hour limit, which I have to keep an eye on. Where are we
absolutely. We're at 11.
Where's the StreamYard clock disappeared to? Oh, there it is. It's on the actual canvas.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 38 minutes in, so I've only got another 21 minutes on Instagram.
So it works. It's good. I like that you can move your comments up and down. I think getting them off your forehead is a good idea as well.
Yeah. When you first came in, it was like a cross here.
It was. Yeah. Yeah. And I definitely prefer this top and bottom rather than the side by side.
Yeah. This side by side's like.
Yeah, it's a little too too narrow. And unless you've got something important on the desktop behind you, there's no real reason to do it. You want to fill the screen, unless, I suppose the comments would be scrolling over my face right now. Get those comments out of my nose. But yeah. Oh, you could switch it around. Look at this.
So, I always forget that feature's in StreamYard.
Yeah. And you've still got the access to all of the, make solo. So it's still, everything else is all still there, and you can still make custom layouts and things like that, but you can just choose which canvas that you want.
Yeah. So once they allow you to do 16:9 and 9:16 at the same time.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be great? When you choose your platform, which format you want. I want Twitter X in that platform. In that layout, I want Instagram in that layout. I want YouTube in the wide layout. I can see the problems of rolling that kind of feature richness out quickly, but I think the reality is Instagram dragged their heels on vertical, allowing desktop vertical for so long that there was no real impetus for any of these third-party streaming softwares to rush out and create access or ease of use until it was actually out. So yeah.
Chatty Cathy's in the house. So people are making some good points in here. Crystal was talking about how when she was going through the live stream, she said it was telling her to swipe up for the next stream, so it would just keep moving you through. So unless you landed on something you really were interested in, it was becoming very much like a vertical shorts feed, and it was very much about the swipe away factor. And I went through a couple of times and mine didn't come up at all. So I'm like, okay.
I had to search for yours. I did share a photo on Twitter of my desk tonight. It looks really funny. I had to actually borrow my daughter's phone to take the photo because my iPhone has got Twitter X, my mobile has got YouTube, and my iPad has got Instagram. And then I'm like, I don't have anything left to take a photo with. So
I like Jerry's comment here. He says the side-by-side reminds me of the collab shorts feature, which we're talking about this one.
Oh, yeah, it would do. See, if I was organized, I could. Hang on, I just got to get my head down to the same height as Doug's. Stop that. I've got my camera zoomed in a little much for this, but yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh, look at us with our matching on air signs. Look at that. Boing.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay.
Gotta love that.
My next job is to automate it so I can just hit a button and turn it on instead of... Well, I just walk over and flick the switch, so it's like the same thing. If I'm sitting here and hitting a button, it's like, what's the difference, you know?
I've got Googs doing all the work for me. I just walk in and tell it to turn on the studio lights, and all my lights turn on. Because while I don't have smart lights on everything, I have smart power boards. So they're plugged into smart power boards. So, and because that particular light does have a little mechanical switch, you can just leave it on and then have it turn everything off and on. So, yeah.
Crystal actually prefers this one.
Yeah.
Vertical. Yeah. Interesting.
I could zoom out if I could reach my camera, but I can't. It's too far away. But yeah, definitely. I like it. I think it's going to be really fun, and I think one thing I'll notice is the time differences between the different devices. Everything's got a different delay.
Yeah. But yeah, because you're on the different platforms, so it's like Instagram's got this amount of delay, and X has got this amount of delay, YouTube's got this amount of delay. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's actually quite surprising how much delay. I thought it might have been a device thing, so I refreshed a couple of them, and I was like, no, it's just.
I'm gonna guess that maybe Instagram's the longest.
Um,
because it's going RTMP.
Right, let me do this.
But I could, you know.
Instagram was first.
Oh, Instagram was first. Interesting.
Then YouTube, and then Twitter, or at least that's what it was here.
Twitter was going to be my next guess. That's the longest latency. Aaron says, "Hey, also I just noticed when you scan over a video with a trailer, it starts to automatically start playing the trailer." Yeah. A video with a trailer.
So like a
live stream.
Live stream with a trailer.
A live stream with a trailer? Otherwise, I don't know what you mean by trailer.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that has a trailer is a live stream.
And premieres.
If we're talking about YouTube, that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, let's narrow it down. Because, like, Doug, you are streaming to everywhere tonight.
I'm everywhere.
Today. This morning. What time is it? I don't know. I have not had my Saturday night coffees as yet.
Yeah. I haven't had my Saturday night coffee either. Okay. All right. So we've talked about the whole vertical live stream thing. We've gone through different things. We've done some experimentation with the new StreamYard feature. Like, this StreamYard feature is brand new. It's like it came out this week. They announced it on Sunday, didn't they?
Yeah.
In the town hall, they released it a day or two later. I checked midweek and I had it, so it was like, okay, what can we do with this, just to figure out what's going on. And so, you know, I
think it's pretty solid. Like, it's stable for something that's so new.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact they've had to, like, change things, so it wasn't just like a direct copy. Like, they've moved the comments; they're up there now, and they have actually put some thought into it, as to, you know, what is more advantageous for the different platforms.
Yeah.
There
are some things you are going to lose because of the whole vertical scenario. Things are going to have to be sized differently. Like, I think my graphics, my overlays here are a little bit small, but that was me trying to convert from one format to another format.
Yeah, and probably quite quickly.
So let's see what other comments we got. Home Rapid Repairs in the house. Welcome to the stream. Also, member. Vertical fills my phone screen. Exactly.
Yep, that's the point.
This is where vertical is good. Is on mobile devices, phones,
tablets,
so forth.
Yeah,
tablets in some cases. where it falls down is exactly here where Philip's saying, guys, vertical streams don't look good on a TV.
Oh yeah, they look dreadful on television.
As we've talked about earlier about being pillar boxed and not looking good, not taking out the whole real estate, because and it doesn't make sense, because that's what TVs are designed for. TVs are designed for 16:9 video. They're not designed for vertical. So in talking about vertical live streaming, is it the live streaming feature of 2024? I'm going to say it's probably not.
I wouldn't say.
I think it's a niche market, particularly for people who are viewers on mobile devices. But not everybody who's watching the stream is going to be on a mobile device, just as not everybody who's viewing a 16:9 stream is on a TV or a computer.
Yeah.
But at least with a mobile phone, you can turn it sideways and watch it full screen.
You can watch it wide. That's right.
But you can't turn your TV vertical. Oh, look at that.
How did that happen? What did you do?
It must be the way I was holding my phone. It was like a heart.
Oh, have you? You do. You've still got your silly Sonoma things on.
Yeah. I never have the thing pop up that I can see it at the top here. Actually, no, it's
double
not.
checking mine's off since my update. It is off.
You know what? I don't even have the option in my Mac.
Really?
So that's a thumbs down.
Every time I did it, it crashed my stream. I had to find a way. Like it was driving me insane.
Okay, Sparky's in the house, says, okay, I'm a bit slow. So I just tuned into the stream and on my phone fills the full screen, which is nice. So yeah, big thumbs up for people watching on the mobile.
Oh,
big
absolutely.
Thumbs down for people watching on TVs. So we've learned that today.
This has been designed specifically for those people who are vertical streamers, for those people who want to stream to Instagram and Twitter and YouTube Shorts. So this is a new feature for those people. For the rest of us that prefer a widescreen for our audiences, stick with the widescreen. This is just something extra for those people who didn't have an option before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just for those who are coming later, what I mentioned earlier is I'm not going to be changing to a vertical stream. This is just a one-off. I will be going back to the normal format next week.
Excellent.
This is just a test. This is just a test.
We've got to play with the new features when they come out.
The best way to learn about the features is to run them through the paces like in the real deal, doing the real deal thing. So that's what we're doing. And so we're learning. It's like, okay, vertical format, great for Instagram, great for TikTok, great for mobile phones, great for Twitter, I suppose. I haven't really.
Yeah, it's solid on Twitter. I think it looks great. I will say I had to switch my phones so that I put Twitter on my iPhone because I couldn't work out how to comment on Twitter on my Android in a live stream. The little pillbox on my iPhone is like grayed so you can see where to type. But on my Android, it wasn't there. So I was just like, that's annoying. It's probably a me problem. It's probably a me thing. Let's have a look in the chat.
Yeah. TV and computers, because you got your pillar box. Good on mobile, but that can be turned sideways. I do that sometimes. So yeah, as a platform, I think I'm sold that YouTube is always going to be horizontal for live streaming. But if I ever want to simulcast, I want to have the flexibility to do that 16:9 to YouTube, and I want to be able to do my vertical to Instagram or to X or to TikTok, whatever the platform happens to be. Like I can't stream to TikTok; I don't have the followers. Not sure if I'm that interested in streaming to TikTok.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I knew Nick was aiming for it, and I did double check. He does have over 1,000 now, so he could do it if he wanted to. It is only a follower limitation on TikTok, isn't it? You don't have to jump through any other hoops.
Yeah, I think you just have to be in good standing, I think.
Yeah. But streaming on TikTok's never really been a high priority for me. I definitely prefer the widescreen stream, but in saying that, having options if I want to communicate with just my Instagram audience, I think it's good. I don't have to use my phone because I'm practically blind. Well, I'm not. I'm just old and becoming short-sighted. And it's definitely easier to see things on my phone. Oh, that's very big. And I've just realized like my other light's not on, so I'm all like dark and gloomy.
Yeah.
because I have one light that doesn't turn on when I tell Google to turn the lights on. I was like, oh, I'll put my hand up. I'll be the guest. Beep 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 beep. And then it took me a second to I had to tell the G machine, the Googs, to do the job of illuminating because I work in the dark. And I forgot about that one. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's the disappointment.
I think it's time we told some people, and those people will be the people who are watching, because if you're not watching, you won't hear this. Maybe what's coming up later today? What's on today? Do you know what's on today, Chantel? Do you know?
What's on today? Well, I'm going to guess that at 9 a.m. Eastern, there's a Nick Niven live stream. I'm just going to refresh his page just to double check there's no messages or anything.
You don't say. Yeah, I haven't checked it myself.
And then I'm going to also have a guess that it's the second Saturday of the month, so it would be a StreamYard stream at approximately midday Eastern.
Yes, you are correct. Absolutely correct. So there's 2 streams come up today, back to back.
They are. And I worked this afternoon instead of setting up my live stream for Monday, but there will be a live stream for Monday on my channel also.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
That's a verbal reminder.
That's a verbal reminder. There is no graphics.
There's no graphics because I didn't have.
I did other work. I did different things. So I was just like, I did some client work instead of some work for myself.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
You've got to prioritize. You've got to prioritize. And Nick has scheduled his live stream. It is sitting there waiting.
Yes, I'm going to set that redirect up right now.
Fantastic. I'm going to go back to the chat and see what's going on in here.
As am I. And let's see what's going on here.
Frankie over 50 has just said she's invested in some magnifying goggles with a light attached so she can do a cross stitch. I've got it's like an articulated arm like my Rode, but it's got a magnifier and a light as well for if I'm doing anything really fine. Crystal says that she works in the dark as well.
Nice.
So
did I accidentally put up a screen share again? I think I did.
Maybe you did.
I clicked the wrong button. I was trying to like kill it. Like, I don't need you anymore tonight. I'm going to get rid of you.
So from your side, are you finding it any harder or easier to read the chat or anything like that? Because I just
read the chat.
I
can read the feed. The chat feed's the same. But usually what happens when I'm doing StreamYard is I'll click on it. It comes up on the screen. It's bigger on the screen, so I'll read it from there.
Yeah.
So I'm finding now it's because it's right above me here. It's smaller on the screen.
Right.
So I have to like lean in or look across at the chat, which is fine. Look across at the chat.
Yeah.
See which one I've highlighted. But yeah, so that's interesting. Philip says, I see the new feature as being useful if you want to stream straight from a mobile. Yeah. Or streaming to viewers who are primarily mobile.
To a mobile, yeah. So that's what this feature's for, Philip, is so you can use your desktop StreamYard to stream to mobile devices.
So,
Crystal has a question for you in the chat there. How many monitors do you use, Doug?
That just popped in, and there it is highlighted up. I've got a dual monitor. I've got my camera in the middle here, straight down the middle barrel. I've got a 27-inch there and a 28-inch there, but they're so close that they're nearly the same size. But that's a 4K and that's a 1080p. I just have the 4K for when I do my screen recording. I like the 4K. It helps out with that. But so I got 2. So that's why the camera's in the middle. So at least if I'm not looking at the chat and reading off the chat, I can look down the camera. I have tried using like the teleprompter, putting the iPad in there and putting the live feed up there. I have done that on occasion. Usually I do that, try and lean into that if I'm doing interviews, like talking to somebody like now, except I'm not set up for it. So,
this was impromptu.
It was impromptu.
It was impromptu.
And you know what else is to be said about something being impromptu is that I'm going to call last call, but I don't have the graphic for it because I don't have a vertical version.
Oh,
so it's the last call. Last chance to have your comment or question in the chat, so pop it in the chat right now. I could go over to the different brand. I wonder if it'll take it.
I don't know. Do you have the bug at least that you can put in?
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep an eye on Instagram. It's going to kick you out in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I also use two monitors and have my camera in the middle. On this side, my monitors are up on articulated arms, so I can move them around. And so on this side, I have a 28-inch 4K, and on this side, I have a 32-inch 4K. What have you done?
That's StreamYard.
That's terrible.
That's because I jumped over to my Creator Breakfast profile instead of my vertical profile.
Yeah.
I didn't have it set. That was a graphic that was set up in 16:9. It don't like it. Don't like it.
No likey.
No likey. That's a bug.
So don't do that.
Okay, back to the comments.
Pets are having a meeting in the doorway of my office, and I'm concerned. It never ends well for me. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, Instagram's going to kick me out in
3 minutes.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to give me a warning. Probably not.
Yeah, so I used up until recently, what? When did I buy the Mac Mini, Doug? It's probably a year ago now. It's not that recent. I used a laptop as one monitor and then a second monitor. But I found that I wanted, my laptop was dying. That's the reality of it. Laptop was dying and I needed a change. So I bought a Mac Mini and another monitor.
Okay, Instagram will just stop streaming. Everything else will just keep going. So if Instagram stops, the rest keep going anyway. But what I'm going to do is look at Instagram, say goodbye to Instagram. Thank you for watching. I'm going to end the stream on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube will stay for the few more minutes that we're on here. So I'm going to end live video now on Instagram. So Instagram, if you want to continue watching, jump over to YouTube.
See you over here.
That's one way around it.
It is. I'm just going to say.
I'll call it back. I'm just going to leave that open in the background and come back.
Oh, there you go. Instagram has ended.
Instagram has ended.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, clearly has its pros and cons depending on the platform and the format and the device you're using. It was like I was on a foreign app when I was in that live stream feed, the vertical live feed on YouTube. It was like I was in a different app altogether because the streams were all vertical, showing that format. Most of them were in other languages, which is wild. So it shows that that's way more popular in some other markets. In English-speaking markets, we're not so, for YouTube at least, we're not so keen on the vertical format. So that is something to keep in mind is who is your audience, what do they like to watch, and stick with that. So that's a pretty good takeaway, I think.
Oleg's just jumped in. He's in shock. It looks like a lot of wasted space. Yes, Oleg, we're just testing it today. Doug is not going to be streaming like this permanently. It is testing while trialing a new feature from StreamYard. But on phones and iPads, it looks fantastic. But not TVs or widescreen monitors.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing to remember is a lot of people watch live streams on mobile devices. Like I watch live streams on iPads a lot and on my phone, if that's what I've got with me.
Yeah, and, if you're out and about and you're at work, you know, or you're on your way to work.
Yeah. So, I'm not opposed to a vertical format live stream if that was the intention of that particular stream. Like if it's the talking head, obviously if it's a general live stream, I could just turn my phone, so that's fine. But if I was on a platform where vertical stream is the norm, there's no other option, it works for me. So yeah. It's not designed for people watching on other devices.
Yeah.
I think we've established that very much so.
Yeah, I think so. But looks great on Twitter. Looks great on mobile phone for shorts. Mobile.
I can't switch formats midstream. No platforms let you do that. You have to wait. You have to stop the stream and start a new stream. So once you're locked into that stream, it's either going to be your portrait or you're vertical. Your vertical is portrait, sorry. Vertical or horizontal. So yeah, I can't like flip flop. Oh, I'm just going to change it now. No, they don't let you do that.
No.
So that's something to keep in mind. And the other thing to keep in mind, as we stated before, we're going to be going back to the normal format next week.
Yeah. Are you both also currently streaming on Instagram or just YouTube and Twitter? Instagram is finished now.
Yeah. I closed the Instagram. It was like nearly the hour limit the Instagram gives you. So I ended the Instagram live stream and then we're remaining here on YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah.
So for the next few minutes, because we are going to be wrapping up shortly and having people who are in the YouTube live chat are going to automatically get directed to Nick's live chat. Now, I'm under the assumption that Nick will be doing his regular 16:9 live stream. I haven't heard from him. I don't think he's going to be streaming vertical. Although if he goes to Instagram and that, he might try it.
Yeah, but, wouldn't that be interesting?
But he usually does like vertical YouTube and then uses his phone for Instagram. I know he's done that before.
He does normally go separate devices if he's going to do that.
To do that. Or unless you've got a feature that allows you to do both, like you can in OBS if you set OBS up right.
Yeah.
Like with dual canvases, I think it's called. Vertical canvas and your regular canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the other thing you can do is if you were just doing like a regular, like if it was just me on the stream, for example, like if I was soloed here, I could turn my camera around and then you can watch me.
Well, I mean, I don't recommend that.
Yeah, never I. That just gets too confusing. It's like, I've got to turn my camera physically.
Create a Classroom wants your hot take.
My hot take. Do I have a hot take? Did I? My hot take is I won't be doing this to YouTube again. I realize that this is not really YouTube's cup of tea. That live vertical feed was a piece of hot garbage.
It was a dumpster
the streams
fire?
in there, like I'm sure they appealed to somebody, but they didn't appeal to me. There was nothing in there that I would stop and watch. It was ridiculous. So, do I want to be in amongst that lot? Maybe not.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. Like, what do you want to be associated with?
Yeah. And if people come, maybe that's why I'm not getting suggested. There's like, your stream's too good to be in that, Doug. Don't stream.
We're not going to put your face here with all of those.
We're not going to promote you because you're too good.
You just steal all the traffic. That's what they're worried about.
Creator Classroom spent her first 2024 purchase a lens for the Sony.
Nice.
That's a good upgrade. Always a good upgrade. All right, where are we up to?
No, you won't be able to get widescreen on this stream, Sparky.
Yeah.
Because it's like streamed vertically.
Yeah. Yeah, it thinks it's getting a vertical stream, so if you turn your device, it's going to go, nope, it's vertical. Don't do that.
Yep.
Shark Scrapper's in the house. I haven't had enough coffee for this.
Neither have we, Shark Scrapper.
Get this one. Here we go. Woo. I don't mind it as a layout, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that I would like to, every time you do it, I'm like, I just want to zoom. I just need to zoom out. I don't like it when the two guests don't match. It's a thing, it's just a personal thing. And when it's top and bottom like this, it's not so noticeable. I mean, it is, but what have you done there? That's
another layout. Like if you've got like the main person speaking at the top and then you can have your extra guests at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because
you can bring in multiple guests.
Yeah. Imagine if you had
hot seat it, like you'd have to manually do it, but you could hot seat it.
Well, the maximum, what's it, 10 or whatever? Imagine getting 10 on here.
I can't imagine getting more than 3.
That's
like
a hot mess.
two tiny ones like you down the bottom, and then one person at the top, or maybe 4 tiny ones.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want to shout Doug a coffee, he does have a link to buy me a coffee. It's on screen right now. You could just use your phone if you're not watching it on a phone. And you could legit get him a coffee because I think he really needs one.
Will that scan? That's too small.
It's very small.
I'm sure the link's in the description.
The link is in the description. You're right. Yeah.
That's not going to be helpful. No. I'm seeing the pixels on my monitor. Oh, hang on. That's not in photo mode.
Oh, try again.
Now, it doesn't read the QR code because the time I get close enough, I can see the pixels on my monitor.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Yeah, so link is in the description. Actually, can you guys just double check that the link is in the description? I don't have that window open. So if you just go in, click more, and check the links there, maybe click on it, double check the link works. It's a whole list of things to do. It's a whole list.
I can see. Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Shush, Doug.
It's below the chat rules, but I don't know if it's hyperlinked or not because I can't tell.
Yeah, Shark Scrapper. That's okay. I don't mind people talking at my comments on my face. It's fine. It's fine. That's one of the advantages of doing the side by side.
Aaron's dropped some coffees.
Oh, thanks, Aaron. There's a couple there.
Emojis.
Are we sharing those? Is that one each, or are you having two?
There's two emojis. You can have one. I can have the other.
Oh, thanks. Legit awesome.
Shark Scrapper's watching on mobile and seeing that chat, and because you're at the bottom, it's all over your face.
Yeah,
that's only one way to fix that. There we go.
Now it's on Doug's face. Ha ha ha. Crystal Vanna's saying it's the coffee is not hyperlinked.
There you go.
So just cut and paste it. We can get Doug to fix that later. Doug's like, I'm fixing it now. I'm not trying to fool anybody. Doug really does need a coffee.
I'll be making one between now and when Nick goes live.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that. Even though it's hot, I'm going to have a coffee.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Like, I'm sorry. I need to stay up for another 4 hours.
Yeah.
I won't do it without coffee.
I got a 3-hour Nick stream, and then I've got another hour and a half of Dee and Daniel doing the channel review stream on StreamYard.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, that's coming up very, very soon. So yeah, I gotta be alert. I need to be alert.
And that's the thing. Like when you're moderating, you can't just sit back and watch. You have to concentrate and read everyone's comments. It takes some energy. Creator Classroom's recommending hibiscus tea. She wants to set up a buy me a coffee, but get people to send her a hibiscus tea. I got a friend who gets tea sent instead of coffee. I need the coffee. I'll take the coffee.
On a vertical live stream, none of the links are clickable like a short.
Oh, because it's a short and they don't allow clickable links in shorts.
They don't allow clickable links in vertical video.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
so
one thing I did today.
It's not a short limitation; it's a vertical video limitation. So there's the news.
That's the downside right there.
Okay, you can be guaranteed that I won't be live streaming vertical to YouTube again.
Yeah, absolutely. If none of the links.
You can quote me on that, Renee Ritchie.
Yeah, if Renee's in the house, Doug said, "Boo."
Boo. How am I supposed to get people? I need to make my Buy Me a Coffee logo bigger so people can scan it.
That's going to be the only way they can get to it is if you make it actually
crazy.
Which they can't photograph it if they're using their phone.
Yeah, they have to take a screenshot, go out of the stream,
yeah,
pull it up in their photo app.
Yeah.
Scan the barcode.
Creator Classroom says your link is clickable on desktop, so that's good to know as well.
On desktop,
one thing I'll say, I was running some testing today, and you can actually still mention channels on Shorts, and the mentions still work. So their name still goes blue when you click it, and it sends to their channel. So I was working on a channel that's a Shorts channel for another creator, and I was like, well, I can put a mention in, and they're like, oh, I don't think it works, and I'm like, and it worked. So I'm like, I'll give it a test, and it tests and it works. So you can totally mention a channel, but you can't link back to a video or link to anything apparently. Even when you're full live stream, if you're a desktop, it has those links clickable. But yes, so mention is nice, being able to do that, at least be able to hit back to your main channel or you know, thank the person whose content you're doing a short clip from or something like that. I think that's a good thing. Oh, that's good.
I got to say, this has been interesting. So
yeah.
So yeah, I've solidified some thoughts. I'm thinking, oh, this is pretty neat. It'd be neat to check out. This would be. I'm interested to see how it works and how it looks on a phone and on the whole YouTube side of things. But I can safely say I'm not real keen on vertical live streaming on YouTube. Like, I understand it on other platforms. I understand it on Instagram. I understand it on TikTok, of course. I understand that it might be vertical on Twitter because they're all like mobile first apps. They're designed to work in vertical. But YouTube?
Yeah.
No.
I agree. I think especially now that we know that your description does not work, like none of your links work.
It's like that's a big fail.
Definitely. That's a hard no from me as well. At least on YouTube. But like, this is the reality of the thing. Oh, what have you found?
Like, what do I have to do? I know there is a lot. So people can still do super chats and super stickers. So you can do that.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't even think.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I didn't have it stay on long enough to check it, but I can see it, and I can see a little shopping logo too. So you can still do all that, but yeah, the hyperlink for like something that you want to highlight in the chat.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to do that as a live streamer. You want to highlight something in the chat or promote something. But no. Thanks, YouTube.
Because like they're aiming for like this vertical live. I would be surprised if they don't allow the shop because they really are pushing shopping, like live shopping. So, yeah. Well, that's good. Lots of people testing different things on the different platforms. I'm loving seeing that everyone's jumping in and checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's if you swipe the live stream in the vertical feed, it'll take you to another live stream. You'll end up in like very much like the shorts feed where you scroll through until you stop and find something you want to watch. And nothing took my fancy of all the live streams I scrolled through. I'm like, nope.
So right now, if you click the shop on the YouTube vertical, if you click it, the first thing I see is the amazing Value First coffee mug.
Yeah.
And then the Super Mod Shield coffee mug. Yep. And then bring on the Value First t-shirts. Lots of options there as well. So yeah, it's the shopping. Live shop is right there. It's very easy.
And that's because I set up my shopping before the stream and selected some items to put in there. Otherwise, I think what it does, it defaults to whatever your channel defaults are.
Okay.
But you can customize that like on a per stream basis. So that works on any stream, vertical or whatever, Yeah.
Because I've just started choosing a couple of items to put in when I'm setting up my stream for my other channel that has access to all of this because my newer channel doesn't. Being able to just add in a couple of items is really helpful.
Yes, Shark Scrapper, that's exactly right. On the mobile and the vertical, it doesn't work, but when you're on your PC laptop stuff, the hyperlink should be working okay.
Yeah.
So it's not so much the fact that it's a vertical live stream, but it's on a mobile and it's vertical. It's like it treats it like a short and says, "No, sorry,
no links for you.
We're not gonna let you link.
We're
gonna disable
that's
the link."
Actually, that's a bit of hard news right there.
Yeah.
That's not in the presser.
No. Not that I read one, but yeah.
Oh dear. All right.
Spanish World's here. Hello.
It is 20 minutes to Nimmon o'clock.
20 minutes to Nimmon o'clock, and that can only mean one thing.
It can.
It means we're done and dusted, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm starting to pick up other YouTubers' sayings. So I'm going to just bring the music up a little bit. while we get ready to say goodbye. We called last call probably 15, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And just want to let you know that once we're done here, once I hit end, you're going to end up going across. If you're on YouTube watching, you're going to end up in the live chat, the pre-stream for Nick Nimmin. I expect he's going to be streaming a regular shape stream today, so make sure that you stick around for that. You can hang in that chat, and for the next 20 minutes or so, just go make a coffee, go make a tea, go make a herbal concoction.
Beverage.
If you're in the US, make a warm drink. Make sure it's like hot. Keep it warm in those cold temperatures. If you're down here and down under, maybe a cold drink might be better.
Yeah, get an ice pack for your feet.
all that. Turn the fan on up an extra notch.
Yep.
So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank Chantel for jumping in just to test feature. That was awesome.
No worries.
So next time we'll be organised, and if we're going to test the feature, we'll have pre-planned. But that was like, I didn't think about testing like multiple people. Because well, StreamYard, yeah, it works.
Yeah, so, well, I'm glad we tested it because, you know, like I'm looking at the phones and stuff, and on different devices, the writing goes to different points of the bottom speaker. So yeah, it's been good. It's interesting.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
There we go. Well, I think it's time to get out of here. So until next time, I don't have an end screen. So I'm just going to do this.
No end screen. So it's just a bye.
It's a bye.